Welcome back to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit. Today, we're diving into one of the most unexpected shifts in North America's automotive landscape, Toyota's quiet but powerful pivot toward Canada. No bold proclamations, no neon-lit press releases, just a series of strategic moves that sent a shockwave across the industry. From battery pack assembly for the next-gen RAV4 to deeper links with Canada's mineral supply chain, Toyota's recalibration reveals far more than meets the eye. So buckle in as we dissect how this subtle maneuver reshapes hybrid production, global strategy, and the future balance of EV power across the continent. The Northbound Shockwave. Toyota's silent move stuns America. Toyota's northward shift began like a faint vibration under the chassis, small enough to miss, but unmistakable once you felt it. Instead of a headline-grabbing announcement, the move emerged through a synchronized set of developments. Deeper integration with Canadian battery-grade mineral refineries, expanded commitments to Ontario and Quebec, and the unexpected elevation of Toyota Canada to handle battery pack assembly for the 2026 RAV4. This wasn't just another production shuffle. It was Toyota handing Canada one of the most technically advanced stages of hybrid manufacturing, where precision engineering and high-voltage systems meet. Industry analysts were caught idling in neutral. For nearly 7 decades, Toyota has treated the U.S. as its manufacturing command center, pouring nearly $60 billion into 11 sprawling plants. And with the freshly opened $14 billion North Carolina battery megasite, many assumed Toyota's long-term EV powertrain strategy was locked in. Yet beneath the surface, the company's calculations were being redrawn by geopolitical torque, cost pressures, and destabilizing U.S. policy signals. And speaking of destabilization, the policy environment in the U.S. would only intensify Toyota's desire for predictable ground. U.S. policy whiplash, turbulence forcing automakers toward stability. The U.S. policy landscape has felt less like a roadmap and more like an off-road trail full of sudden dips and unmarked turns. Washington pushed bold electrification goals, yet simultaneously injected uncertainty through rolling tariff announcements, shifting incentive structures, and exhaustive mineral origin requirements under the IRA. Then came 2025's policy swerve, the elimination of the $7,500 EV tax credit, the used EV incentive, and even subsidies for home and commercial chargers. Instead of accelerating EV momentum, these changes jammed the brakes on consumer confidence. Toyota, already juggling volatile production forecasts, faced inventory buildup as EV demand softened. Kentucky's EV assembly delay into mid-2026 became another reminder that regulatory headwinds could easily knock timelines off course. Added to this was a fresh 25% tariff on foreign-made parts and vehicles that didn't pass CUSMA standards, an expensive jolt to supply chain costs. Meanwhile, Canada played the opposite strategy. Ottawa momentarily eased its ZEV mandate timeline, giving automakers room to adapt. Provinces recalibrated targets to match real adoption rates. Toyota publicly applauded this predictability, signaling that Canada's stable rulebook offered what the U.S. no longer could: planning certainty. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. It helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. Now, with U.S. instability pushing automakers to look north, the next question becomes, what exactly does Canada offer that the U.S. currently cannot? Canada's mineral might, the refining power reshaping North America. Tariffs may have pushed Toyota to reconsider the map, but Canada's mineral strength is what ultimately tightened the bolts. While the U.S. possesses sizable deposits of key battery minerals, it lacks the large-scale refining capacity needed to transform them into IRA-compliant cathode and anode materials. Canada, by contrast, has spent years constructing a vertically integrated supply chain, the real horsepower behind Toyota's pivot. Ottawa's multi-billion-dollar investments in nickel, lithium, and cobalt, combined with Ontario's cobalt refinery and Quebec's growing battery-grade processing sector, created a rare alignment: resources, refining, and proximity to major assembly hubs in Michigan and Ohio. This solves the biggest bottleneck in North America's EV industry, turning raw minerals into usable, compliant battery inputs. With Volkswagen's $7 billion PowerCo Gigafactory, Honda's $15 billion EV ecosystem, and GM POSCO's cathode plant rising alongside these mineral assets, Canada has evolved into the only fully integrated EV corridor in the region. Toyota securing battery pack assembly for the 2026 RAV4 in Ontario cements that reality, signaling that Canada is no longer just a participant, but a central pillar in Toyota's North American strategy. But minerals and refining are only one side of the equation. For Toyota, the human factor matters just as much, which leads us to its workforce strategy. A workforce built for tomorrow. Why Toyota trusts Canada. Toyota's pivot toward Canada isn't just about minerals or policy, it's powered by people. Toyota Motor Manufacturing Canada earned its place among Canada's top 100 employers in 2025, scoring A+ ratings in workplace culture, professional development, and employee engagement. These aren't superficial badges. They reflect a manufacturing environment engineered for long-term success. Facilities in Cambridge and Woodstock offer amenities more commonly found in tech campuses, fitness centers, meditation rooms, walking trails, and sports courts, all supporting a workforce built for the demands of EV and hybrid production. Electric powertrains and battery assembly require precision, consistency, and a talent pool with advanced training. Toyota's 8,500 Canadian employees have delivered that reliability for decades, influencing Japan's decision to assign Ontario the critical, high-value task of hybrid battery pack assembly. Toyota's multi-year investment cycles reward stability, and Canada provides exactly that. Meanwhile, regional investments by PowerCo and Honda expand the skilled labor ecosystem even further. In contrast, the U.S. workforce landscape faces layoffs, shifting mandates, and unpredictable EV timelines. For Toyota, Canada offers what every automaker craves: a durable, highly trained workforce capable of supporting advanced manufacturing for the long haul. And with a strong labor foundation, Toyota is ready to pursue its most ambitious goal yet: reshaping the continental EV blueprint. Redrawing the map, Toyota's blueprint for North America's future. Toyota's realignment signals a new North American balance, one where Canada emerges as the stabilizing pillar of EV supply chains, while the U.S. remains the dominant consumer market and industrial anchor for large-scale battery module production. In Toyota's updated blueprint, Canada takes the lead on critical minerals, refining, and final battery assembly, while the U.S. powers mass production and vehicle delivery. This coordinated structure reflects Toyota's desire for predictability in a volatile decade. Layered onto this is Toyota's upcoming technological moonshot, commercializing solid-state batteries by 2027 to 2028, with its partner, Sumitomo Metal Mining. These next-generation power units promise faster charging, greater range, and dramatically higher durability, advantages that could reset the competitive landscape. A stable manufacturing ecosystem is essential to support such a leap, and Canada's vertically integrated EV corridor gives Toyota the runway it needs. With governments shifting from aggressive EV targets to practical execution, Canada's recalibrated mandates and mineral investments place it at the center of the continent's long-term EV evolution. And all of these forces culminate in one undeniable conclusion: a new EV power corridor is emerging. Verdict: the new EV power corridor, North America's rising giant. Toyota's northward realignment is not a retreat from the United States, but a strategic optimization, one shaped by tariff volatility, supply chain risk, and a competition for long-term EV supremacy. Canada's unique combination of mineral resources, refining capability, workforce stability, and policy predictability provides Toyota with a foundation the U.S. cannot consistently match. This isn't about Toyota favoring one nation over another. It's about Toyota securing the most reliable platform for next-generation electrification, including its groundbreaking solid-state battery program. Canada didn't stumble into this role, it built it deliberately. And if current trends hold, the Ontario-Quebec corridor may become the single most important EV ecosystem in North America, possibly even globally. Before you head out, here are a few questions for you. Do you think Canada has now secured its position as the continent's EV anchor? Can the US catch up by stabilizing its incentives and supply chains? How will Toyota's solid-state breakthrough reshape global EV competition? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your insights fuel this community. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe to Piston Pundit to stay updated on the latest vehicle developments and upcoming videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time. You can now check out any of the videos on the screen. There's plenty more to explore.